welcome to Spooked with Emma. I'm Emma and this is the final part of the last 6 days. I hope you enjoy it. If you do like it, please subscribe because I'll be sharing more of my work on here. And if you want to buy the paperback or the ebook of the last 6 days or of my other book, The Mark of Death, they're available on Amazon and the link for those is in the description below. Then he held out the glass of water for me to drink. I knew it would kill me. I didn't want to drink it. I didn't want to die. And more than that, I didn't want to do it to myself. I didn't want to just obey him. I wanted to refuse and say no and stand up to him. But somehow I saw my hand reach out and take it. I tried to just drop the glass on the floor, but I couldn't. My hand wasn't under my control anymore. Nothing was. I had to obey him, like all the others did. My hand put the glass to my mouth and I took a sip. It tasted vile. I wanted to spit it out, but of course I couldn't. He was watching me and smiling. I wanted to throw the glass in his face and make him stop smiling, but there was no way I could do that. I just carried on drinking until the glass was empty. Then my hand dropped the glass and it rolled off the bed onto the floor. There was nothing I could do now. He told me it was time to start writing. I don't know where he got this new notebook from. All the ones in the pile I'd found had been written in already. He handed it to me with the pen. I said I didn't have anything to write, and I wasn't going to do anything he said. But he said that of course I would do it, and it was better for me not to make a fuss and upset myself, because in the end, he would win and nothing I did would change that. I didn't pick up the pen though. For hours I just sat there. I was in so much pain, I couldn't get up. I begged him to call an ambulance and he laughed at me. He asked me what I thought an ambulance was going to do. He told me that the sooner I started writing, the sooner all of this would be over. He said that I just had to write about what had happened in this house, and when I finished writing, the pain would end. I didn't want to die though, I wanted to survive. But after a few days or maybe hours, I couldn't stand the pain, and apart from that, I thought at least it might distract me a bit because lying in a bed in so much pain and vomiting everywhere, while the person who did it to you just stares at you with such a horrible smile on their face, is worse than I could ever imagine hell being. So I started writing. I wrote about coming here and being so excited when I first arrived, and about the crying in the night and the wonderful hotel and the cockroaches and the notebooks and meeting Julian and about what he did to me. And that's it. I said everything I needed to say. Another notebook for the next girl to find. He was always watching me. He didn't look like Julian anymore. Or I suppose anyone else looking at him would say he looked exactly the same as he always had. But when I looked at him, I knew now why I felt like I recognized him when I first met him. He reminded me of the Goya painting. He was the he-goat, of course he was. He's still smiling, but his eyes are so cold and full of evil. When I first saw him, I noticed something about his eyes, but I didn't know what it was. Now I know, but now it's too late. He was right. I was stupid. I don't know how I didn't see all of this from the start. None of the others saw it though either. I wondered how many there were. How many of these death diaries had I found? 8, was it? So there were at least that many girls. I asked him how many others there were before me and he didn't answer. I told him he'd got me now, so he had nothing to lose by telling the truth, but he still ignored me. I asked if it was 8, and then he laughed and said that I had underestimated him. So there must be more, but how many I don't know. He wouldn't tell me anything. He just told me to get on with writing my own story, and I would meet the others soon anyway. I don't want to die, but in a way it will be easier, I think. At least I'll be free from him until he brings the next one here. I wish I'd understood that they were trying to warn me about him. I thought I was being strong by staying and trying not to be scared, or at least trying to act as I wasn't scared, but they just wanted me to leave here and be safe. I thought when he came here they stopped because he was protecting me, but they were just too afraid of him to stay. Either that or he forced them to leave somehow because he didn't want them trying to save me. I wonder if they ever do manage to save anyone. I doubt it though, he's more powerful than they are. The cockroaches are everywhere now. Everything is silence, except for the scuttling of the cockroaches and the ticking of the clock that isn't there. It's funny because I used to be scared of the cockroaches. I didn't want them to touch me, but now they crawl all over me and I don't even flinch anymore or try to brush them off me. When I was at university, I read a story by a woman, maybe Portuguese or Brazilian, Clara or Clarice something. I can't really think anymore, but it was a story about a cockroach. And the woman in the story kills the cockroach and then she eats it because she feels like she has a relationship with the cockroach, or it's like her in some way or something. I don't feel anything for these cockroaches, but I don't hate them now. I don't think I could eat one either though, even though I'm so hungry. I don't think I could physically eat anymore. I've already vomited everything out, it's everywhere. It's not food anymore. For a while it was just blood. Bright red, and now it's black. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's my intestines being dissolved. Can that happen? What does it matter now anyway? I'm dying. That's all I know, and maybe that's all I need to know. Surely it can't take much longer. The room's filling up with water. I don't know where it's coming from. Someone once told me that drowning was a nice way to die, but I didn't believe it. I still don't. He never speaks to me. He just watches. Once I've finished writing this, all that's left to do is wait. I don't think I'll have long to wait, I hope not. The last thing I'll see is his face and that sneering smile. I don't want to die like this, but I can't move, I can't do anything. I'll always be here now, none of us can ever leave. I don't know who's crying now. Are the others here? Maybe it's just me. Maybe I was the one crying all along. The water is still rising. Soon it will be over my head. I can still hear the clock ticking, but not for long. Nobody can help me. It's too late. The great he-goat is still just sitting and watching me and smiling.